Daniel Triple D Spot Dubois has stuck it, put it all the way on Beyonce Wilder, aka Chicken Legs. He said the following: I definitely like the green belt. That green belt will look real good around my waist. Deontay Wilder's that green belt will look real good pushed right up inside Deontay Wilder's cheeks, yeah? My ting is going to look real good up in between Deontay Wilder's cheeks. I can't wait to push Deontay Wilder's shit right in for him, all the way back, yeah? It's going to go from his bowels back into his stomach. That's how far I'm pushing his stuff all the way back in. Deontay Wilder smells sweet to me, yeah? That's what he does smell. Got a bit carried away there. Let's start again. Daniel Dubois said the following: I definitely like the green belt. That's the belt in my opinion. That's the best belt in my opinion. That's a belt I really, really want to win. I really, really want to get up inside Deontay Wilder's cheeks. They smell... Deontay Wilder, just like Dillian Whyte and Anthony Joshua said, Deontay Wilder smells sweet to me. The way he runs around, ducking fights, rematching people he's already beat, fighting Bumane Stavern 4 times, fighting Dominic stuck in the mud Brazil 4 times. That smells sweet. The way he don't want to get in there with no one, the way he's never fought anyone, the way he's avoided everyone with power, it turns me on, yeah? Even though I'm up and coming, I've watched the way Wilder's moved. I've seen other people, Anthony Joshua, fighting the baddest people time and time again. Every single one of them has power. Every single one of them is dangerous. Meanwhile, Wilder literally refuses to fight anyone with a bit of snap on their shots. And I see that and I think to myself, you know what? If he don't want to fight Dillian Whyte, and not even that, if he don't want to fight Povetkin, what do you think I'm going to do to him? If Deontay Wilder is too shook to fight Povetkin, never mind Povetkin, we're talking Triple D Spot here. Daniel Dubois himself. Sorry. So you've heard the quotes there from Daniel Dubois. Let me read the last part. That's a belt I really, really want to win. Saying that, I want to be the best fighter I can be. And being a champion is no easy feat. It will take 100% dedication from myself and more hard work after that. That's what I'm aiming for every day in the gym. And he actually goes on to say, to more particularly call out Mr. Chicken Legs. He says the following: Dubois intends to be a world title challenger spot, or to take a world title challenger spot by the end of next year. And he believes Wilder can be considered the biggest... Get out of here. This Daniel Dubois ain't saying this. This is the newspaper, yeah? Wilder can be considered the biggest puncher in the heavyweight division for now. Dubois says his Chicken Legs has proven himself as a world champion. However, power is all about speed. But power isn't all what it's cracked up to be, yeah? Speed kills. This game is a game of chess and pushing the right buttons at the right time. It's all about timing. Boxing is full of chances, and it's easy throwing a shot. It's about landing it at the precise time. Dubois believes his punching power will only increase. I expect it to, because my timing is improving in the gym every day. Especially when you consider... never mind my power increasing at a particular rate. Deontay Wilder's whiskers, never mind his... Listen, his psychologically Wilder is compromised. There's a reason he avoids anyone with a bit of snap in their shots. Like I've got the plague. The way that Wilder carries on, you'd think Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois, Dillian Whyte have some sort of illness that Wilder don't want no part of, because he don't want to go near him. He's ducked Dillian Whyte for 3 years, ample opportunities, career topping offers. Even today, Deontay Wilder makes less money fighting Fury. Dillian Whyte offered him $8 million. This was about 2 years ago. He only made 4 against Fury last year. Yeah? What's that about? Someone please explain to me how you, time and time again, the only thing that satisfies this equation of why is Wilder turning down massive paydays? Why is he turning down massive credibility as in beating someone who's got a big name. Why is he don't want 3 belts from AJ. He don't want the clout of beating Dillian White. He don't want the money of beating either of them. What's that about? The only thing that satisfies or answers that question is he's shook of power. His career is every single person he's fought has no power whatsoever. Name me one. Oh, man. Oh, Luis Ortiz. Luis Dinosaur Ortiz has power, yay. All this kind of goofy stuff about Dinosaur Ortiz. Come on, man, let's talk turkey now. Dinosaur Ortiz ain't got to leave in the liquor power. No power whatsoever. Went life and death with Christian Hammer. Anyway, let's not talk about that. I talk about it every day. Ortiz is useless. I'd get in there with Ortiz. I would. I'll go in there and I'll touch him on his little whiskers and his little 50, 60, 75-year-old legs all just buckle. His knees, he ain't got the knees anymore. Ortiz has not got the knees. You saw him on his back, crowning. He was on his back with his heels brought right in. I thought the way Ortiz was laid on his back, I thought they was at the gynecologist. I thought he was having a swab test. Yeah, the annual anti-cancer swab test. That's what I thought he was having. The way he was doing it. Oh, to lie, I thought it was one of two things. Either he was at the gynecologist having a swab test, or he was crowning. He was giving birth. Either way, one of the two must have been apparent. The way he had his legs up like that. Yeah, and he was looking up as well. Probably he was trying to get a peek at the baby that was coming out. His little head was popped up, trying to get a sneaky peek on whether it was a boy or a girl. That's what it looked like to me. Anyway, you've heard that from Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois wants Wilder bad. He wants him badly. Yeah, that's what he does want. Of all the things, Daniel Dubois don't say much, but what he has said is, he ain't talking about, and I'm glad actually, to be fair. I don't want to see, I'll take it. I think AJ will piece up Daniel Dubois anyway, too stiff in my opinion. If people think AJ's too stiff, Dubois is stiff. However, to his credit, we haven't seen him gas yet. Then again, we hadn't seen AJ gas either, because he's been in there with better people, meaning that Dubois, it's easy to be Mr. Cardio when you're bowling people over and you're in control. Let's see Dubois under pressure. Let's see Dubois dealing with combinations. Let's see Dubois handling somebody's actually getting hit back. Yeah? Let's see some of them things. And before you know it, from what I observe, I think, physically speaking, Dubois could be a Frank Bruno. People call AJ Frank Bruno. AJ never looked like Frank Bruno. This man here, in my opinion, he look a little bit Frank Bruno-esque. However, listen, Frank Warren needs to step up, because with this Dubois situation, I've already done a video on it, but I wasn't impressed at the fact they brought in this Fujimoto Don. Yeah, it should have been Martin Bacoli in there, who was begging for the fight. That's what it should have been. And I'll say it right now. Frank Warren best be careful, because they've got this weird thing. Look at Anthony Yarde, for example. Anthony Yarde went from fighting Fujimoto-level dudes, complete stiffs, and everyone was trying to pull the wool over my eyes. Oh, YB. No, YB. Anthony Yarde's the business. I told you, listen. Anthony Yarde ain't the business. I want to see him fight someone decent first, before you go in there with World Championship. And let's get it right. Kovalev ain't really even World Championship level. No, let me take it back. Kovalev isn't really a proper world title challenger at the moment, or what? He wasn't a proper world champion when Yarde fought him, meaning that he was 5 years past it, man. Let's talk turkey now. We've just seen a blown up 155er knock him spark out, and Yarde's a big 175er himself. So the fact that Yarde, young, big, got knocked out by Kovalev, there's something not right there, and that's what I'm talking about with Dubois. Frank Warren thinks he's so smart, putting all of his fighters in there with bums for all their fights. Next thing you know, they're talking about world title shots. Now, to be fair to Dubois, I'd put him in there with Wilder right now, because Wilder ain't got no chin, for sure. And I think that's a great fight. If there's one fight Frank can make, it's Dubois versus Fury and/or Wilder. But unfortunately, Frank's not smart. The same way he's put Anthony Yarde in there with Kovalev and got him knocked out. This dude here, Frank Warren, he's chasing the money, to be fair. He's not really focused on the boxing. He's actually trying to chase AJ. Frank Warren wants AJ, obviously, for the money. But if he listens to his fighter, Dubois is smart. Dubois knows what's good. Knock Wilder out, get the belt, and then you can start talking turkey. But if you come to AJ, you're going to get your head boxed off. And now we've seen AJ do that kind of performance. AJ can do it either way. He can go to town. Dubois ain't got the... I think his hands are relatively slow, and they don't really have the inside shots, I don't believe. Not as much as AJ does. Not to mention, I think AJ can go in there and box Dubois' head off, to be honest, for 12 rounds. Same as Andy Ruiz. assuming he's going to carry on building the skills. I don't think Dubois can. His feet. People think AJ's feet are stiff. We haven't seen Dubois move like AJ. Yeah. So the fact of the matter is, Frank Warren. Yeah, he might get a payday. We know Frank Warren's knee deep Frank Warren's up to the chin in debt. So I understand why he wants to beg the AJ fight, but still. Care about your fighter, Frank. Just don't stop trying to get your people knocked out. You've just seen the way Anthony Yarde got knocked out. Big London Don got knocked out by an old man who got knocked out by a 155er. That's not a good look. I don't want to see my London Dons getting done like that. It's not right. Yeah, build them properly. Yarde should have been in there with a Hosea Burton. Even he ain't even all that, but put him in there with some people who are coming to fight. Hosea Burton wanted the fight. That's what. He's not even boxing a lot of the time. Isn't even about fighting people with massive names or with massive clout. It's about fighting people who actually want to be there. Like, look at all the fighters. Like, as an example, Callum Smith versus that one the other day. Was it Ryder? John Ryder, I think. That guy, he's not massively talented, but he wanted to be there. He wanted to win. And look at the difference. He went from Callum Smith looking like he was a Don of 168 to looking average. And that wasn't about skill. Callum Smith had all the attributes. That was about someone wanting to actually be there. Put Dubois in there with someone who wants to be there. Not people just coming in to fall over. That said, never mind. I'm just giving advice to create the best animal in Dubois. Currently, I'd have no problem. Dubois doesn't need no step up to go in there with Fury and or Wilder right now. And he's saying the right things. If Frank Warren is hand on my heart, if Frank Warren said YB, what do you want? Daniel Dubois can have a step up fight, or he can fight Wilder. I'd take the Wilder fight right now, because Wilder, he ain't never felt no. Even look at the sparring partners Wilder brings in. Look at AJ. AJ brings in killers. Derek Chisora. He wants all the best sparring. Yeah, actually wants to test himself in sparring. Wilder, he's bringing in people he knocked out already. Oh, man. Oh, Malik Scott. The Phantom Shot. Oh, Malik. Come into my training camp and be my training partner. Be my heavy bag. Be my Dave Allen. That's what he was saying. Talking about, oh, yeah, come on, Malik Scott, come into my camp. You can be my Dave Allen, baby. That's what all this kind of goofy stuff. That there shows you the mindset. Wilder doesn't want. He's one of these these paper-minded champions who likes to talk a good gig, but when it comes to it, he hasn't really got the minerals. He likes to tell you he does, and I've got a video coming soon actually exposing Wilder. Wilder admits, yeah, you know what, the pressure of a Fury fight got to me and I bottled it. And that then sums up his whole attitude. The fact that you can go in there with a man who has no power and still bottle it. How did you manage to lose your head when you knew that he didn't have no power? And that just proves that if you're going to get nervous and cack your pants fighting Fury, Mr. No Power, off 3 years off, shot to pieces, no legs, a man who goes life and death with Otto Wallin, if you're going to lose your head fighting him, what do you think is going to happen when you're in there with Dubois, or God forbid, Anthony Joshua? He's going to do your content right in for you. He's going to push your shit right back in, yeah? You're going to be constipated. By the time AJ or Dubois is finished with Wilder, he's going to be constipated for weeks. There's not enough of anti-laxatives that can unclog that. The way that's going to get pushed in. Wilder is getting pushed right to the back. Yeah, that's what will happen. And that's why you don't want to do it. That's why he's still playing around with these laxative fighters. Yeah, Wilder's good at pushing other people's, and he ain't good at taking it. Yeah, Wilder don't not be in the bottom. Anthony Joshua, Dillian White, and Daniel Dubois will turn Deontay Wilder into a bottom. He will be a bottom. He'll be what they know. Listen, in certain circles, those people who know you have bottoms, and Deontay Wilder is a bottom when it comes to them three man. Yeah, that's what he will be. Top or bottom? Wilder says bottom when it comes to them three man, no doubt. Daniel Dubois wants you bad, Wilder. You best get your running shoes on and start running. Anyway, let me end the video there. Big love to my Don, the Don of all Dons, Carluccio, Don Carlo, Sicilian Danizel. Anyone else who wants to support the Patreon, support your boy, respect your boy, daily exclusive content, interact with the YB, live streams, the full 9, patreon.com/the YB. Respect.